Hello guys, welcome back to TroidCrunch, and in this video we are going to see how you can use page effects scroll animation in your website. And we are going to look at page effects scroll, page snap scroll, inertia scroll, and all the section scrolling animation on your page using Elementor and Dynamic.oo plugin. If you haven't downloaded that plugin called Dynamic.oo, you can check out a link in the description and get 10% off by using that coupon TroidCrunch. Okay, so for now let's start the video, and we will see this kind of animation. Like if you scroll down, you will see all the effects scrolling options like this zooming in sections, right? And we will be also looking at other snap scroll and inertia scroll, vertical scrolling, horizontal scrolling options that you can apply on your web pages. Okay, so for ease of understanding, let me rename these sections like section 1 and section 2, and this one is section 3. Okay, so you can see that my section 2 has image on left and form on the right, and on section 1 the vice versa of second. Okay, image on right and form on left. Okay, and then section 3 is just a duplicate of section 1. Okay, it's like odd or even or odd, right? Okay, so how you can apply the animation? So when you edit the page with Elementor, you will find this settings option, page settings option, and you can find page scroll if you have activated Dynamic.oo plugin. And this feature is only available in paid plan and not part of dynamic visibility. That's different thing. Okay, I know you know it. Okay, so let's start it. When you click on it, by default you will see this option to enable the scrolling settings, and when you enable, you will find these 3 scroll options: effects scroll, snap scroll, and inertia scroll. Okay, let's start with the effects scroll. So when you click on it, this toggle, you will find the animation effects to apply for your effects. Like I have applied scale down animation, and you can apply this remove effect on first row. Let's see first of all this one. So this is how it works, and let's choose another one, and you can see now this time it has only opacity and no zoom in effect, right? You can close it out, right? And you can also use any other effect. There are many out there, like this rotation one, this one, right? This is rotating sections, looks good so far. And you can also enable 2 effects at the same time, right? And this looks much better, I guess. And then we have option to remove the effect on the first row. When you enable this toggle, the effect will be disabled on the first section, because if you see, look at this, then you will find this kind of bad effect sometimes. Or even if you any other option or effect, you will also see that effect is applied on the first section, and this may give a bad experience sometimes. So make sure you can have this option. You have this option to remove the effect on the first row, so that when the page is loaded, you don't get that embarrassing effect, right? And make sure you have enabled this like if you click on it, this section height is set to fit to screen, so the animation looks good. And you can, if you are using the snap scroll, then it's better to use that, otherwise it will make it like that. Okay, so let's get back onto it, and let's choose this custom section class. So we have seen that if we click on this button, it will disable the animation on the first row, right? Can you see it? So this way you can disable the animation on the first section. And when you scroll, it will start from the second section always, and this will work for any effects. Okay, and let's look at this custom section class option. So this was to enable animation for all the sections except the first one, and this one is for the selected sections only. For example, if you want to enable the effects scroll option only for section that is containing your offer, your specific section where you want your users to pay higher attention, then you can use the class. I have given a class to my second section, that is custom transition, and when I copy it and I get back to my page scroll and I remove this one out and give it a class. Okay, now option will be applied only to the second section. When I update this and I reload it, now you can see that animation has been applied only to the second section. When you scroll it, you'll find it, and when you don't find it, you can do this. Okay, got it? So animation has been applied only on second section. Only second section has this effect, opacity and rotation, right? Because this one is having the custom transition class on the section. And now you can apply scroll effect either on mobile, tablet or desktop. So if you, by default it will apply on all those, but if you choose desktop, then it will be applied only on the desktop, and you already know about it, I guess. So if you keep it to tablet and desktop, then only tablet and desktop will not show on the mobile. Okay, and this was all about effects scroll, and it's an amazing feature, gives you tremendous experience, and it's different from motion effects that is provided in Elementor. Okay, now let's remove this effect scrolling and get back to move forward to snap scroll. And when we enable this option, it will give you this kind of effect, right? Like when you scroll, your complete section will come out, right, like this with a speed. Okay, like a snap feature, right? And these arrows you can change, like here you can change the color of it, and active color I have given more opacity and less opacity, and then I have given it size. You can give it any size, right? And I have given better width to the typography of this 1, 2 and 3 numbers. And here are the navigation styles. I had kept it to triangle. You can keep it to dynamic, dots, or anything that you may want, right? You can also come to any section by clicking on it, or by just using your drag mouse wheels, right? And here all these options, this dynamic, vertical bars, you can see looks pretty cool, and this squares, right? And these circles, amazing, isn't it? And I had used this triangle one. You also have these icons. You can choose any icon, and that is very amazing, like probably this one. Okay, you will need to reload this page to get this icon on this effect. And then I have also this vertical bars. Looks pretty amazing, isn't it? Okay, and to enable this option, you can also choose custom section class, right? And industrial sections, like those sections where you don't want it to be like those sections which are not having full height, like your header and footer. So you can specify the classes, right, selected elements to for your industrial sections. And then you can also apply custom section classes here, and here is enable scroll speed, I have given it 600. If you give it like 1000 something, above 1000, then this will give you this kind of nice animation. It takes time and gives you better experience, right, overall when you scroll, right? So I guess more than 1000 is good, right? Around 1300 looks much better. Okay, and then you have overflow scroll. So all your overflow elements will also be counted for scroll, and update hash for your browser location to be updated when you scroll for the selectors sections that you have. And then you can show scroll bars or not, you have the option. And then you have option for touch scroll for the touch devices, whether it will work for them or not. And then you have enable navigation feature, right? Like these, we have vertical bars. If you disable them, these will not show like this. Okay, so you have to enable this to have all these stylings. So if you disable it, will be good for the performance but will not give you better effects eventually, right? And you have also option to apply the snap scroll on devices like the effects scroll we had. And then you have option to resize all of these navigation items. You can actually do all these settings, stylings and settings right there. And you have option of offset as well for your effect offset from the sections. You can, if you keep it to 0, it's good, but you can also go with something like this and it will have that offset from below, right? And let's now move forward to inertia scroll. So when you enable this option, you have to actually understand the elements of your theme that you have installed, right? So we can go to inertia scroll dynamic.o. okay, and here we have this page, and here we have this documentation, and here we have this article on HTML structure of themes. So you can check out this article. And currently there's, if you are using OceanWP, we have like on this plugin there's like default, by default we indicate that elements for OceanWP theme. So if you are using OceanWP, you don't have to do anything. But if you are using another theme, like if you have Hello Elementor probably, then you have this wrapper, like your header class, your content class, and then your footer class, this one. So you have to copy this out like this content, and you have to paste it right there for your animation to work properly, right? And there's also for OceanWP and Astra themes, right? And I'm using GeneratePress, and for GeneratePress it's also like site and site content. This wrapper class is site and content class is site content. So I'm using these viewport class and content scroll class, okay, and this would work probably fine for me, I guess. And then I can also select the scroll direction, whether keep it to vertical or horizontal, right? And then the speed coefficient, like how fast you want it to be, and then the bounce effect and skew effect, like how it will skew when you scroll, and the effect of bounce. Let's keep it to default and see how it works for us. And let's keep it to vertical, and you can see this skew animation right there, right, as you scroll. Can you see it? Looks good. What we can do now, we can play with this. Let's give it 5. right? And speed coefficient you can also play with. It will be very less, right? So we can keep it to something like this to see it, and it will be very fast. So 0.10 I guess will be look good. Okay, it's all up to you how much you want, and this one looks good to me, right? As you scroll it will give you this nice effect, right? And you can also play with this bounce, right? This bounce effect as you scroll in after skew. And you can also keep the direction from vertical to horizontal, right? So as you will scroll it will give you this kind of animation. Let me show you. Horizontal scroll, so scroll horizontal, so as you will scroll you will find this kind of animation, right? So using timing.oo you can apply all these nice page scroll animations, initial scroll, snap scroll and effects scroll for any page that you want. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions you can comment them down below and I will be able to reply them as soon as possible. And if you have any tutorial for me for the next video, please be sure to mention that tutorial in the comments as well. And please subscribe to our channel for watching more videos like this, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any new video that we are going to upload. Till then, bye bye and have a wonderful day.